Hello, hello out there. This is Jackie coming to you live. Today I thought I would talk about COVID-19 alone together because it's affecting just about everybody. I don't know anyone that it's not touched. Also, I wanted to talk to you about some products that I use that can help because, obviously, we made a bunch of Easter baskets and donated them. And I was thinking, when to the house, how could I help to keep the spread? And one of the things that you all know, I'm a germaphobe. So one of the things I thought was very important was to get excuse me for doing that. I think I interrupted that. Was one of these. And here today, we're going to be selling these. We're going to be selling these for $10. And I'm telling you, this is the best investment that we could have ever made. We have grandchildren, we have children, mostly grandchildren, of course, that come over. And, when they come over, they wash their hands, they play in the soap. Here, we don't have to worry about that. Push the button, soap comes out. And I will be posting pictures all over for that. It's a great convenience thing. You stick it on the wall. So you don't have to drill holes. It's just pretty simple. You peel the sticker off and boom, put it up and it's there. And what I do like about it is it's a bag of soap. So you don't have to get a bottle and pour and be messy and worry about cleaning all that up. You just place the bag in there properly, which it'll show you on the paper that comes with it. And it is great and wonderful to have. We have people with challenges in their life. They focus on their abilities. And so when staff does come in the home, they are able to easily show them how to work this. It took all of literally 2 seconds. Another thing I like was the hole up front. So you can see when the hole is empty, you're getting close to the end because it won't show the blue or whatever color it is that you buy for the soap bag that you put in there. And it's very non-expensive. And, we're always looking for ways to fight COVID and ways that are not so expensive. So if you're interested in this, we come up with creative ways of getting it to you and creative ways of making it really reasonable so that we're able to buy one. If you get one, we're able to donate one. So, we knocked that up to about $15 and we're able to easily buy one and get one for someone else. So, these are pretty good to have, not just here, but obviously in school systems as well. And it's so easy to put Purell or any of that on the actual hand sanitizer or actually the push button here where the soap comes out. So I just wanted to go over that. I thought that was wonderful. Also on where you'll see when I share, you'll see something called Tyco. And I don't endorse a company unless I've tried it and I spent a lot of time with it. And Tyco is wonderful. Yes, it's a little expensive. I think it's at Best Buy for like $290. Of course, always use your coupons. I'm sure you guys, if you don't know about honey, I will be doing on some webs. I will be sending on Pinterest. I will be sending on Instagram and Facebook and all the other sites that we have. I will be sending out honey. You'll see that because it'll show you where the cheapest price is to get Tyco. You look on those sites and you get your coupons so that you actually save a little bit of money or you'll get cash back. Some of my favorites are that honey, there's Roku, there's another one that we all like to use. And all of those give you cash back. So you're not actually doing anything but signing up. And when you do that, what I like about that is for everyone who uses the code that I send, if 2 people actually join, we'll get a $10 gift card. And with that gift card, we could send it to a person who is actually a hero, meaning helping and working as an essential worker. And, I love to give my staff bonuses because we know they don't have to do this, but they're working hard. And, it's very hard to find good caring staff. And, we've had 2 or 3 of them with us for a very long time. So anytime I can do any kind of a bonus for them, I'm happy. And I know that there are other parents out there who have children or adult children with autism spectrum disorder or Down syndrome or anybody with developmental disabilities. We're always looking for creative ways. Although, not everyone has income. So, and the ones that do, a lot of the caretakers, the income is limited. And you try and you make the best out of what you have and make that dollar stretch. And on my site, that's what we'll be talking about mostly, how to stretch your dollar to make sure that you can take care of your family. And that Tyco is just an insurance thing. So you pay your $290 or two whatever it is up front, and then you only pay like $40 every time you use it. It's a wonderful program. They have like little different tools that you put, like you'll put one in your ear so the doctor can see right through your ear canal. You'll put one to your chest for your heart. They have different things that allow them with the modern technology to actually see what happens with Tyco. So it's great for people who are independent providers or people who work, but they are 1099 at the end of the year because they don't get taxes taken out. So, those people, this is a great program because it's hard to get insurance. And if you can pay even 300 one time and just pay 40 along the way, that would be great. There are organizations out there, if you call 211, that can help you find medical programs that are out there. They're far and few and in between, but there are some programs that are still out there to help you. And please don't forget, if you're disabled, if your doctor writes on a prescription pad, there's lots of agencies who have lending closets. I don't know how many out there know about the lending closets, but the lending closets are very important. And it's really important that if your loved one passes or moves on or gets better, that you return that item back into the lending closet because it helps so many. And we all know that the products are very, very expensive. And, I don't care how much money you have, it's expensive. Healthcare is a big expense, which is why so many people are outraged when you start talking about moving Obamacare or ending healthcare. I mean, this pandemic was a nightmare at best, not just a nightmare for people who lost their lives, but people who are living in the everyday field of mental health or have children with mental health or autism spectrum disorder or developmental disability of any kind. You shut down their schools, their programs, things that people are used to doing on a daily basis, a schedule, you're going to have problems. I don't care if you're Mother Teresa, your family's going to be interrupted. People with autism spectrum disorder knows that there are issues due to that. And even if you're the best parent in the world and you've done all you can, at the end of the day, you still might cry. It's a lot. It's a lot on you. It's a lot on the person that's affected by it. It's just a lot, period. And I know that we push for employment for all. And I think that's great, especially for the people that can do the employment. But I think supported employment is very, very important. And I think living in communities is important. I just think that we need to have more discussion about that. And with technology, I think we will continue to grow. And I hope that it can continue to help us as parents and loved ones and as caregivers and guardians to really help push laws that will really enable us to better our lives and better the people around us lives. So I'm hoping that we can continue to make strides through this year. And with the pandemic, that we figure out what we're going to do for the next time. I mean, because I know everyone's anxious to get back to work, but my thing is, I've been watching this long before it became as big as it is. And I watched when the doctor released the information from China, and I do call him a hero, because without him saying something, we would probably be in trouble. And I do realize that President Bush and Bill Gates and other people long before this, did warn us ahead of time. So I'm not going to say that he's the only hero. There's many, many heroes that don't wear capes that have alarmed us, and maybe people didn't take as big as notice. So I am just going to say with that, like Ohio did an exceptional job. It didn't matter what your party was for Ohio. I did not know if Mike DeWine was a Republican or a Democrat. What I knew him as, a man who took precautions. He stepped up to the plate. He did what he needed to do. He didn't worry about the consequences. He just did it. And to me, that's a governor that cares. I don't care what partisan he is. I don't care if he's Republican or Democrat. He took the ball and ran with it. He did not put anybody's life in danger. And to me, that's called protecting people. And that's the type of person that you want to help lead your country, your state, your everything. I mean, he really took the lead, and he did not get scared if any president was going to threaten or do harm. He didn't care. He just did what he needed to do. And I have much love for people who are like that take care of their people and put people before money. And regardless to whatever he believes, I'm just stating, for me, I want to say thank you. Thank you for looking out for the children. Thank you for looking out for the parents. Thank you for looking out for the seniors. Yes, this has been difficult, because I know there is a lot of seniors who are, getting depressed because they're in a facility where they can't get visitation. So, there's different things though that I think we can learn through this. And I hope that we can be a part of coming up with ways to help when this next pandemic hits. And I know there's going to be a second round, and I hope that we don't go too soon, too quick, and wind up worse than the numbers that we have. Because considering what we have in Ohio, I think they did pretty dang on good by the way they shut it down. And that's how it works. There's a lot of different beliefs. People are stating once they open it up, people are going to move to areas that weren't hit hard. They're going to want to move. They're going to spread the virus quicker. I don't know. I've heard so many different things, but I think Mike DeWine has his head on straight, and I think he'll do what's best for Ohio. There's so many other states and countries outside of America that are doing the same. So hats off to you. Hats off to our first responders. Hats off to our janitors. Hats off to all the workers that work the waivers, that take care of the families. Hats off to all of the group homes who are still working. Those are essential workers. It's so much more than just the doctor and nurses, and people don't even realize the human beings who really got to take care of everyday people, regardless to whether they're sick or not, because their lives don't stop for holidays, Christmas, and different things like that. So, I just want to say a big thank you. I think developmental disabilities of all the states need a big thank you. The ARC of Ohio, the ARC of Cleveland, the ARC of Trumbull, the ARC of everything. I think it's just wonderful. And national, the ARC, all the work that you all do, Milestone Autism, the work you do is wonderful. The fact that you're getting up, you guys are moving on with the times, is great. And we need to continue that. So let's not let this end. Let's all please subscribe, because I would love to talk more with the parents that are living the everyday struggle. And let's see, can't we get some things going that are going to help for the next pandemic? Because we already know that this will mutate. Viruses, there is no quote unquote cure. Shot or something like that would be okay. But as far as a cure, it won't be. So, let's educate each other and empower all the communities. This is the best I've seen out of America in a long time. It didn't matter if you were black, white, straight, gay. It didn't matter. We're just trying to keep each other safe. And that's nice. It's been a long time that I've seen people say, hey, you can go in front of me. You have a walker, you have a wheelchair. Here, you go, you go. That doesn't happen. That does not happen. Like, people are bringing back manners, and that's rare. So let's hope that this keeps up, and let's hope that people still become kind and manageable and nice, so that we can keep this country going. And with that, I'm going to end. And I want to say to all the parents that did get the Easter baskets, you're welcome. It was more for me than for you. And I must say, again, that I want to say thank you to my staff, because they also put a lot of time and effort to help get those Easter baskets together. It wasn't just me at all. So, between the boys and the staff, they worked really hard on that with me. And I just want to say thank you, because I think we should tell each other thank you more often than we do. So, hats off to everybody who help with all the different things that we do year round to make our communities feel better and empowered. And don't let anyone tell you that your disability, you can't find an ability to go with your disability, because it's not true. We all have some sort of disability, but it's all in how we help our ability to stay strong. I believe we all have a place in this world, to do something. What that means, I'm not sure, but something. So here we like to focus on our abilities. It may not be daily, it may be weekly, but we have a veteran, we have a person who's PTSD, we have a person who's autism spectrum disorder. I could go on and on and on and on and on about the list. Medical issues, oxygen issues, lung issues, heart issues. I could just keep telling you on and on and on and on and on. But the thing about us is, we're not judging you because you have that. We just want to teach you so that you can go and live your life the best way you can. And if that's what helped, that's what helped. So I just want to say again, shouts out to everyone, and I hope everyone's A-okay. And sorry it's been so long. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.